I've tried to film this like 100 times, so, oh my god. I'm just gonna try to make it through it. Let's make it through it. Over the last couple of years, I've been trying to figure out a way to do high voltage and the low voltage off of as small as a converter as I can, right? So, uh, it's gone from dual boost converter and buck converter, transformers with multipliers, which is fucking crazy if you know anything about impedance. It's fucking stupid. So instead, I have finally put together this thing I've been like, I don't know, working on for a while, even though it's basically nothing. It's 555 timer, obviously, because I'm a fucking scrub. An IRL Z44N N channel. It's an N channel. FET this time because we're not using BJTs anymore. We're using FETs now. The transformer has like 50 turns, or the ferrite. I don't know, like 50. Let's call it 50. And then it's got like 20 turns on the secondary of it. The secondary is being used as the filament voltage for this 6N2P triode, dual triode, and the high voltage that's coming off of the boost converter going into a multiplier, normal shit. It's going some neons as a load, 120 or 100 kilo ohm resistor. All right, so I turn it on. My cables are bad, but it works, right? That's sick. It jumps up. It's like 150. It'll keep going down though, but those lights will stay on. And then it does immediately. Look at that. Check that shit out. So I'm super proud of that because it's kind of taken forever. Why is this important? The filament is isolated from the high voltage. Isn't that something? So now I could use this exact setup as a high voltage regulator, because with a high voltage regulator you need to offset the cathode for your pass, your shunt power device. It needs to be elevated because that's how that works. So if your cathode is tied to your heater, which it always fucking is when you least need it to be, right? Then your heater needs to be elevated too, which won't work if you have a 5-volt DC heater. So it needs to be AC so it can float on top of that shit. Isn't that awesome? I don't do that much hobby shit anymore because I'm busy and tired, but it feels so good to have like a proof of concept for something that you've been thinking about for some time, right? Fun fact, this is a missing 555. This one used to be in there, but I had to swap over because I fucking exploded the one that had previously been in there. And look at that, we're at 148 volts, and it's stable. I said it was going to be quick, but now I'm just so excited talking about this. Oh yeah, the power supply. It's at 9 volts, 250 milliamps. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Here's another one that I made since it's here, right? Isn't that nice? Isn't that cool? But that's only like 60 volts. This is more for like a VFD type thing. And yes, it gets extremely fucking hot. Yeah. This one has a BJT as a feedback thing. I don't know how super well it works. It seems like it doesn't work super well. Anyway, thank you for watching. Eventually this will be an amp, right? Obviously. It'll be the high voltage and possibly multiple filament taps. I should do that next. I'm going to do that next.